Alright guys, we are back once again for the F1 2015 Career Mode Championship. This is Season 2 and we're here for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's been a little while since I've done an episode, so I sincerely apologise about that. If you can't tell already, we're going to be doing a post-commentary episode for this one, so I thought it's getting to the business end of this championship. I want to put all of my focus into getting the most out of the car on any given weekend. So for this round and for the next round as well, we'll be doing a post-com. So let me know down in the comments which one you prefer. Do you like the live com format, or should I do videos? Ignore that. We cut to qualifying now for the Japanese Grand Prix, and we're trying to get as high up the grid as we possibly can in the live com episodes. I'm not going to lie, there is an element of distraction being taken away by having to live commentate. It probably takes away about a tenth or two in terms of driving performance, and it makes me more vulnerable to making mistakes. So I just wanted to eliminate this for this round. I really want to get ahead of the Ferraris and, of course, Nico Rosberg to really claim some points back in this championship. So here we go at the end of the qualifying session. We've set a 138.452. We went like 3,000 slower on the previous lap, so we're really trying to find time here in this final lap. There's a lot of time to be made up in the middle sector, and I believe we've improved massively. Yes, we have, into a 1 minute 37.777. P2 on the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's time for the race.
We're at the classic and much-loved Suzuka circuit for today's race. This fabulous track has been the scene of some of Formula One's greatest Grand Prix, and we're hoping today is going to be another one of them.
So here we go, lads, ready for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. We put in a really good qualifying effort to get P2 on the grid. Lewis Hamilton starts down in P4, I believe Sebastian Vettel down in P3. So we're ahead of our championship rivals. More specifically, we're in front of Vettel, and that's what we need heading into this round. Here we go, ready for the start of this race. 5 red lights, and away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg getting off to an absolute blinder of a start. Coming into turn 1, we've been jumped by Vettel. That is once again not what we want at the start of these races. We continue to lose places to Vettel and Rosberg every single time. And after the starts, they just continue to get away. But not today. We're going to try and get in front of these guys and get these positions back, get these points back in the championship. It's just always the starts that we lose out. For whatever reason, we just don't have the early pace. But as the race goes on, we sort of neutralize with the leaders, and we're able to run at the same pace. So at this early phase of the Grand Prix, I'm trying to get in front of them, trying to control the race once I get this track position back. But it doesn't look like it's really happening for us. Lap 2 now, getting close to Vettel through turns 1 and 2. We're good through the first sector, a little bit weak in the second, and then very good in the third. So that's what we're looking at here in terms of car performance. Now this is about lap 4. We can see Sebastian Vettel now moving into the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. I don't know what it is about Vettel this season, but he is absolutely on fire at the moment. He continues to find his way to the front, and just, it's so frustrating trying to close him in the championship. He's too damn consistent. He's too damn fast. But I don't know. We're just going to have to pray that he has some kind of mechanical problems either this round or coming into the next rounds. But either way, lap 5, we're on the attack now with Nico Rosberg, trying to make this track as wide as we can through this first sector. Nothing you can really do when you're faster in the first sector, and you know, you're just stuck in the dirty air. We then went from attacking Rosberg on the start of lap 5 to now being overtaken by Lewis Hamilton now, who's made his way into P4. We bang wheels on the way into 130R. He goes around the outside. Is he going to hold it? No, he does not. So we hold on to the podium positions for the moment. It's almost like we've lost the momentum now, and Hamilton is all over the back of us. Nico Rosberg has got 2 or 3 seconds up the road as we make contact there with Hamilton into 130R. He outbrakes us into the final chicane, but I believe we're going to hold on to position 3 here. So there we go. As you can see from the replay, we did make contact here at the apex of 130R. How we did not spin out is just a miracle to me. Normally when you make contact through there, you're normally gone, but that is actually a fantastic shot there from the helicopter view. But either way, lap 8 now, we can see Lewis Hamilton on the attack once again. He's very good through the middle sector. That's one thing I've got to give to the Mercedes there. Around the outside through 130R, I just don't have the tyre grip at the moment. The tyres are absolutely gone. We're supposed to be coming in at the end of this lap, and Hamilton has jumped us. So we'll be coming in. Hamilton dives in as well, but no, we make a late call at the last second to stay out because it would have been a very busy pit lane and we would have lost a lot of time if we would have came in. So I decided to stay out one more lap and then come in on the next lap with a much less clear pit lane. But once I thought about it, I thought maybe I'd lose 2 to 3 seconds after doing the overcut. I think, you know, we would have lost a lot of time there. So I thought I'd do something completely different. We're going to go for one almighty gamble here, and we're going to go for a one-stop in this race. We're not going to catch the leaders by staying up that much longer, doing a two-stop, so I thought maybe the one-stop is the way to go. Just defend our position like crazy and see how far we can go on this first set of option tyres. We're literally going to push this to the limits of grip and just tyre wear and come in at the end of this lap. Vettel, he's already caught us after 3 or 4 laps after staying out. So I've literally taken my lead to essentially nothing now. But now Vettel going up the inside into 130R now. It's going to be too wide through here, and we've got a tyre puncture at the exit of 130R. How we didn't lose the car and spin into the barriers there is a complete miracle to me. We lose the lead to Vettel. Rosberg is going to take P2, but we're going to come into the pits anyway. Somehow we haven't really lost that much time. That is a bit of a miracle that we really did take this set of tyres right to the limit of tyre wear. So if we're going to have a tyre puncture, 130R in real life is probably the worst place you want to get a tyre puncture, but for us, we didn't really have to go that far on a punctured tyre, so I don't think we actually lost that much time. We had a really good pit stop there, 2.4 seconds, but I think we only lost about 3 or 4 seconds by taking the tyres to the absolute limit. But in this strategy, I think that's really going to help us at the back end of the race, because now all the AI cars have to make an extra pit stop. We've essentially now, the race has been reset, if that makes sense. We've got the undercut on the leaders, and now they're all coming in now. We'll see just where we rejoin in the field. It's going to be P3, is it? We jumped Hamilton, and Rosberg and Vettel are just up the road. So we've lost position to those two. Those guys on older tyres somehow managed to stretch out the lead. So that was somewhat of a miracle. So a little bit disappointing now. I don't think we're going to be able to challenge the front two unless they come in again for a 3-stop. But that would be a little bit dramatic for a race strategy here around Japan. But either way, now Lewis Hamilton is on the attack through turn 1. He's got much younger tyres than us. I think they're about 5 laps younger, and that makes a massive difference around a tyre-degged circuit like Japan. So lap 21 now, Hamilton on the attack up the inside through 130R. We make contact, the hand gets thrown up in frustration, but somehow we survive another very high-speed incident through 130R. But I don't think it's going to be over yet. Hamilton getting a really nice exit. He goes off the track to overtake me round the outside on the start-finish straight here. It's now going to be side-by-side here. This is for a podium. Don't forget this. We're going wheel-to-wheel into turn 1. Hamilton around the outside. We run wide, and he's taken 3rd place for the Japanese Grand Prix. What a race this is turning into. As you can see from the replay, Hamilton, he loses the back end, and he overtakes us off the track there on the grass. He somehow survived that and continued to open his DRS and fly around the outside of us into the podium positions. I don't care that he overtook me off the track. That was really impressive right there. But anyway, lap 24, Raikkonen now overtakes us as our tyres. Don't forget, guys, we've done 1 stop. We've done, I don't know, 12 or 13 laps on this set of primes already. So this is a really ambitious strategy. We've really taken this set of tyres to the limits. So too at the first set. It really hasn't worked out today, and we've just been gobbled alive by the AI, who have much fresher tyres. Up the inside into 130R. That was 3 wide through there. I think we'll need to have a look at this from the replay as well, because this is a very interesting incident here. We can see Valtteri Bottas going up the inside of us. We're going up the inside of Raikkonen, so we all had to essentially leave each other a bit of room here, and so that really compromised all of us. We all ran wide. As you can see from the 3rd-person view, this is a really good shot. Raikkonen, he ran wide because he was on the outside. I ran wide because I left Bottas some room, and Bottas ran wide because he was just pinched on the inside, and there's no way he can make the corner from that shallow of an angle into 130R. So anyway, 2 laps to go. Lap 25, we can see Perez rejoining in front of Bottas and Raikkonen, so that's helped me out a little bit. As you can see on the replay here, on the 3rd-person view, he's going very slowly on cold tyres, and that just holds up Bottas so much. And being the first sector, going through all those windy curves, there's just nothing you can really do there, and that was essentially the nail in the coffin there for Bottas and Raikkonen. That gave me a little bit of breathing space, and for the next 2 laps I sort of managed the gap to those guys on very dead tyres to come across the line to do a 1-stop in Suzuka. It's position 4, and a very, very good recovery from what was a pretty bad start to the race. So there we go, lads. A very quick career mode episode. This has just gone on for just over 10 minutes. If you look at my other career mode episodes, they all went for 20, 25 minutes, something like that. It's ridiculous, the difference between doing a live comm and a post comm. You just get all the action in just a very condensed amount of time. So Nico Rosberg has won. He managed to get the lead back off of Sebastian Vettel somehow, so props to Nico there for taking points off of Vettel. Hamilton recovers to finish on the podium, and we finish in P4, obviously. So down in P12, did I say I finished in P12? I don't know. Carlos Sainz ended up in P12, but yeah, that was a very, very crazy race. We had some really good moments with the AI. We really did have to stick our elbows out to defend our positions and just drive the wheels off this car. There's no words that can really describe how well we drove in this race. We really did have to look after the tyres. We had to absolutely push the car like crazy at some points, like in qualifying to get P2. That was an achievement in itself to get P2 on merit, and then just pushing so hard to just stay in the position that we got into, defending from Hamilton, the likes of Raikkonen. It was a really good race, just having to defend position really hard coming into some corners like 130R. It was really enjoyable for me, even though I might not have said so in the commentary. So that's been this video for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let's try and get 3K likes if we can. The next race will be in Russia, so it should be a very strong track for us, especially going through that third sector. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get another podium and really get into the championship fight at that racetrack. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time.
3 to go in what has been a truly dramatic World Championship. Oh my goodness me! Vettel's taken the place, and that could cost Hamilton the World Championship.
He's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.